Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Tuesdays with Dr. T. Today I'm going to talk about a very important topic and something that I have been requested several times over the DM in Instagram. And if you're not following me on Instagram, what are you doing here? Go follow me there. I will leave the link in the description. Today we are going to talk about how to make autism recovery, autism treatment, or even following my protocol affordable. How to budget in a way so that you can spend the most amount of important dollars to get the most amount of benefits from wherever you are spending those money in. So I love anything that comes with 5 steps. I'm a Muslim. I love 5. It's just something that dwells with me very well. Today's system that I'm going to teach you also comes with 5 steps. How to make following the 5 pillars protocol or following the treatment that you want affordable and budget friendly. Here's how you can do it. Let's start. The number one thing of the 5 stages, the number one stage is find the right protocol, which is a complete system, and you don't have to support that with several other treatments. Find that one treatment or find that one protocol which is the most complete version that you can find, because here's the thing, not every protocol works for every kids and all of those things goes on. But actually, if it is the right protocol, if it is something that is built for the child's mind, body, gut, brain, all of the aspects are built in together, it is made sure that the person, for example the mom or the dad, and both of them, that they're gonna follow the protocol, and we work on their mindset, we work on making sure that they are getting the success strategies, then that protocol will definitely help. The protocols that do not help as much as they share or they market themselves are the ones, number one, which are not complete enough, which is like chunks and bits and pieces from here and there. Number 2 is not deep enough, not customized enough, not complete enough, and does not talk about or include some form of deeper support and mindset guidelines that the primary caregivers need to ensure that she can start, go through, and complete the whole journey in the stipulated time. So yeah, the first step is always to make sure you find the right protocol to follow so that you don't have to waste money in the long term. For example, you want to try this $500 naturopath. You try that. You buy all or most of the supplements that they ask you to buy, and then it's not giving you much of results, and then you think, or you find somebody who's saying that you need to work on diet, or you know that you have to work on diet. You go to a dietitian or a nutritionist, and then they give you their charts that is also somewhere near between $350 and $500 per session, and then you go there a couple of sessions. They don't know how to help you with the overcoming picky eating, because that happened to many of our students who joined me. They were like, I went to so many high profile dietitians, but all they do is create the diet charts and then they just give it to me, and I am not getting the support or understanding to overcome my child's picky eating. The only way I can follow the diet chart is if I can feed the child those foods. And most of the kids on the spectrum, they are having a lot of sensory issues. They cannot eat, they cannot smell things, certain textures make them really angry and upset and whatnot. Yeah, you need a protocol that will tell you or share with you or give you all the support that you need to go through all the stages and steps and phases of the entire healing process. Otherwise, you are gonna spend here and there and here and there, and at the end of the year you will actually calculate that you have spent 3 times more than what you would have spent if you spend a substantial amount in a protocol that really works, that has been proven to be substantial, more than enough, awesome. The things that people talk about my protocol, alhamdulillah, the students. In fact, yesterday I was doing like Q&A session with both my YLD and my 6MD people, and I loved when a new person asked a question like, I'm overwhelmed and whatnot, and then an older student came on, unmuted herself, and she was like, you know what, Dr. T has created this amazing and beautiful platform and she has given everything. All you need to do is just keep your anxiety in check and want to do everything in one day and just go with the flow, because she has beautifully laid out everything that you need to know and do for your child to be able to get the maximum amount of results in terms of brain development, recovery, or whatever you want to say. That was the first step to ensure that you can do the whole process of recovery budget friendly way. Second thing, sit down with all your income, expenses, debts, and also your goals. So for example, now is a good time. It's January. It's a very good time to start over fresh. You still feel like you just have a new year coming in and you have a lot of ways to stipulate and capitalize on that newness of the whole year. Okay, sit with your income. So last year or your current income, maybe just your husband is the one who's doing the income, maybe you both work, maybe you have some savings, I don't know, it depends on from person to person. So when I was working, when I first started the journey with Muhammad, what I did was I joined a budget boot camp by what's her name, Jordan Page, Fun, Cheap or Free. So I joined that one. I spent about $150. Later on, the first time I got it was free, because she was giving a very amazing pandemic benefit to everybody. Like she gave away the full system to be free for 2 weeks, and after that you would pay. So I completed the full thing in 2 weeks actually and learned a lot. So what I learned from that, from a lot of the books that I have read, I will leave some of the books that I have read and that really helped me to overcome my money mindset and help me earn better, save better. I will leave them in the description. Okay, what happened is you have to sit with your income, how much you are getting in, then your expenditures, current expenditures, where are you spending? Come on, a lot of us actually don't know exactly where we are spending, where our dollars are going, or our taka or rupees, whatever your dirham, whatever your thing is. We spend sometimes on the go. So today I'm feeling sick or upset or depressed, I don't want to cook, or even if I have meal prep, I don't want to eat that meal prep, so I order a takeout. Okay, those things add up at the end of the month. And that is why when you want to spend on the very most important things, you sometimes find yourself with not having the amount of money. That is not always because you are making less money. That is actually because you are not spending it wisely and, in a focused way. You have to know where your money is coming from, and you also have to know where your money is going out. That is the only way you can actually balance the sheet, and you can know where to save and which of the things to let go. So all of us have a lot of subscriptions that sometimes we don't even watch. We buy things that we think are on sale, but then we don't even use them, and we end up wasting that money. Okay, one tip that came to my mind right now is whenever I see a sale, I ask myself, will I buy this product full price today? Do I really need that? And how much bang for my buck am I going to get from that? Okay, if the answer is yes, I would pay full price for this product, and I'm gonna use it for the next 6, 8, 10, 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, and it's very important for me, or I have been looking for this, then it makes sense to go and buy the sale item, even though you might not have budgeted for it. Otherwise, buying on sale, which a lot of us shopaholics go through, and by the way, shopaholism is a way of numbing your pain and not looking at your inner self. We try to avoid our emotions and pains by distracting ourselves with Netflix, with scrolling Instagram and other things, by just watching videos and not implementing. Yeah, a lot of the things I feel like when I start talking, there are so many things that comes in and I go in tangents. I could actually make this a full webinar, and I am thinking of doing like a little bit of a webinar version of this one, and you can register for that. It's going to be a free event, and I'm going to also share the Ramadan promotions coming up. You'll know a lot of the things, so you will learn all of these things in details, and maybe I'm going to give you some strategies and free PDFs to go with it. But as of now, because I want you to learn something, even if you don't come for the webinar, I want you to learn something very important today. So when you sit down, you go through the incomes, you have the expenditures, and then you have the debts where you have to pay, and then you also need to have your goals. So for example, you want to join us. You want to join the 6MD, which is a one-time payment of $5,000 or a payment plan of $5,555 US. And you might think, oh my God, that's a lot of money. But here's the thing. When you join, like I say, when the whole year goes by, and I want you to go through all the expenses you made for your child's autism and related to that last year, and find out how much you have actually spent and how much results you have actually gotten. You have to be very honest with you, okay? You have to be very honest, and you cannot just lie, okay? It's hard to see our mistakes, and it's hard to accept that I have made a mistake, even though in my gut I knew it was a mistake, but I still made because of fear or fear of missing out. There was a sale going on a course or program, and I hopped onto it, and I didn't know, I didn't actually understand what I was doing and whatnot. So you need to understand first, like, you have to go through your last year's expenditure for your child, and then I promise you 2000%, not just 100%, 2000%, you're gonna find that you have overspent. At least 99% of the people do find that they have overspent, and they went out of budget for their child. And you can actually see that you have actually spent way more than what you were planning for, and you got results way less than what you were promised. Okay, when you sit and you have your goals and everything ready, that's your second step. The third step is prioritize, delegate, delete. The first media post that I have written was for Thrive Global, and the first post was how to prioritize your budgeting and how to make sure that you can get a healthy lifestyle for your autism kid, and your own lifestyle getting easy and whatnot. Organized, how to get organized. So that was the number one tip, and it helped thousands of people, okay? A lot of people read that article, okay? First thing is prioritize. What are the most important 5 or 10 things that you want to spend on this year? Maybe it's going to the gym, because if you buy that membership, you will go to the gym, because you are not gonna spend money on something that you're not using. You are gonna force yourself to go to the gym. And maybe that is important for you, for your health, because health, I have to tell you, if you don't have health, you have nothing. You cannot recover your child, you cannot recover your own health, you cannot do anything if you are sick all the time. So your health is also a priority. And then your second priority could be getting out of debt. Your third priority could be spending money on your child's improvement, because here's the thing, every single day that you are missing is every single day that you are wasting, which you could have included and implemented for your child's future success and progress. So a child of 3-year-old has more than 95% of recovery chance than a child of age 7. So if you keep on waiting, like, okay, next year I'm gonna spend on my child's a substantial amount for my child's improvement, then this whole year it's gonna be waste. Okay, you're gonna go farther away from your goals of helping your child recover, get back to their best selves. So you have to prioritize which subscriptions I'm gonna keep, which are the places I'm gonna shop, which are the sales that I'm gonna look out for. So for example, I kept a lot of my gadget buying things. So for example, I changed what did I change? I bought a new fridge, I bought a new stove, and things like that. I kept them for Cyber Monday, Black Friday deal, because that is the time in North America we get the biggest amount of discounts and things in appliances. So I did hard work, and sometimes I was in a very big fear of burning the whole house down because my stove was acting up. But then I saved up, I waited patiently for the Black Friday Cyber Monday deal, and I got there and I saved hundreds of dollars. okay? So you have to also, like I said, prioritize when and like plan when you're gonna spend where and things like that. The second point was, from this point, was prioritize, delegate, and delete. So for example, can you delegate some of your expenditures to others? Can you delegate some of your workload to others? So for example, if you have elderly parents or siblings and things like that around you, can you, instead of sending your child to a daycare, can you send your child to your mom for her to take care of your kids, so that you can save on the daycare fees, which I did back in Bangladesh, and I'm bringing my mom back in Canada as well, so that I could get her help to run my home while I do something really deep. I have a plan of doing something big, which I'm gonna tell you when it's ready, really big, and for that I need a lot of help. So I'm planning for that. Okay, so prioritize, delegate, delete. Delete is which subscriptions I'm gonna let go of, which therapies I'm gonna let go of, which is not helping me, which medicines or supplements I'm gonna let go of, because those are not helping me. When you start striking out, like cutting out the things that is not helping you or that did not help you last year, you will actually see that you have saved up a lot of the money. You have cleared up a lot of the money that you would have spent this year on things that would not have helped you move 50% forward, not just 5-10%. I don't give a f about 5% improvement. I'm all about minimum 50% improvement, maximum 199%. It's my thing. Okay. So the third step was prioritize, delegate, and delete. So you now should have like a list of things that you're gonna focus on, budget for, a list of things that you're gonna get others help from, a list of things that you're gonna let go of. So by that third step, you should actually have like a clear picture of how much money you are making, where you're gonna spend them, and which new projects you're gonna take on for this year. Okay. Number 4 is budget for priorities. Now that you have the clear idea from the step 3, you can now budget for your priorities. So how do you budget for priorities? Like I said, it does not matter how much you make, it matters how much you spend and where you spend them. So for example, if I earn $10,000 per month and I spend $9,000 per month, I only have $1,000. If I earn $5,000 per month and I spend $2,000 per month, or 2.5, I have 2,500 in savings. The next month, if I can do the same thing, save 2,500 more in 2 months, you can join 6MD with full shindig of all of the Ramadan bonuses, 8 months coaching, 4 extra one-to-one, a lot of the things that I never offered last year or the year before. Okay, so this year's Ramadan bonus is gonna be absolutely mind-blowing. I promise you that. If you're not mind-blown, I'm gonna add something to you. Okay, so let's say if you come to the clarity call and I'm giving you, these are the things that I'm giving for the Ramadan bonus. If you're not like, oh my god, I'm mind-blown, I'm gonna add something to that, because the whole bonus is gonna be really mind-blowing. Okay, so like I was saying, budget for priorities. So now that you know where your money is coming and where you're gonna spend, you have to have some discipline in being able to follow through that. And where will that discipline come from? Your discipline will come from your why. Why are you budgeting? Why are you reducing expenditure? Why are you not buying food from outside but cooking? Why are you doing all of these things? Why are you making those sacrifices? You're making those sacrifices because your priorities, because of your why. And make sure you put your why somewhere very clearly written, so that every time you get, let me order a cheese fry, and then you will know, no, that's not my priority. Let me just get the child to a flying squirrel indoor activity, and maybe I will get 1 hour of free time. But that activity might cost you $50. It might sound like $50 is not a big thing, but $50 can buy one full supplement of something that can help your child speak. That is what we're going to teach inside the program. Okay, So the fifth and last step is measure and watch your progress. So as you keep moving forward, you have to measure your progress and share your wins with your people that you are holding, who are holding you accountable, like your life partner, your best friend, your sister, your mother. So share your wins and keep on the progress. You write down things that you are doing. So today I saved $50 by not sending my kid to an activity. Today I saved this much amount by not ordering takeout food. Today I spend this much to buy a really good program for my child. Today I did not spend on this subscription. I canceled this subscription and I'm gonna save. Let's say you cancel Disney Plus, which is like $14 per month. So how much do you let me just give one example. So 14 times 12 is actually $168. Isn't that a cool calculator? I love gold. It helps me feel better about myself. The other day when Muhammad came to my office, he was like, "Oh my God, Mom, you are so rich. You have gold calculator." I was like, "Oh." Anyways, so $168 might not sound like a big thing, but that is just one subscription that is not giving you a lot of worth of $168. And $168 inside our program will give you 1 full year of worth of tonic. And tonic is the secret weapon which helps your child overcome picky eating. It helps with detoxification. It helps with brain fog. It helps with bringing on focus, and it helps with gut healing. And when all of those things starts working on, your child is gonna have a really normal life. I'm just saying. Okay. So when you measure and watch your progress and you sit down with yourself and remind yourself with your why and be disciplined enough and understand why you cannot be disciplined, because then you have a lot of trauma, you have a lot of negative beliefs, we have to work through them. So here, one thing I want to add. I have, throughout the whole course of this video also, I have shared here and there that how your mindset affects what you are doing, okay? So our beliefs creates our feelings creates our thoughts creates actions, and what actions we take, and our actions creates results. So if you have a negative belief that you don't deserve to spend money, like big amount, because your father, your grandfather, your forefather never spent $5,000 on something, maybe you are from Southeast Asia, okay? Because for me, I was from a family where nobody spent $5,000 for a child's recovery. When they see a autistic child, they just give up on them. They send them off to some places where they are either, abused or just forgotten. Okay? So your mindset is gonna make or break your success. A lot of the times, the free resources that I have inside this YouTube channel is a lot more support if you get your ass off from the couch and start implementing the things that I'm sharing here. A lot of the times, parents 6 months ago said that they don't have the money, they cannot join the programs, it's very expensive, it's unnecessarily expensive, whatever they thought. They come to the free calls, free events like the webinar that you can join in, or the free videos like here, and then they implement some of those things in their child, and then they start seeing results. And that's when they were like, I am seeing results, I want more of them. And here's the thing, when you really want to get more of something and you believe that it's possible for you, you will find the money. Money is everywhere. Do you know how wire transfers happen? It happens through ether. You can actually catch $5,000, put it in your pocket. I used to do that like 2 years ago as a exercise of building my wealth consciousness. Okay, you can try that too. My kids know about it. So yeah, these are the 5 steps that's gonna help you to prioritize and get into a program or any treatment for your child, which is gonna get the maximum amount of results for you in a budget. And you can use the same principles of the 5-step to get out of debt. You can use the same principles to run a household that is way more economic and wealth conscious and you can save money, you can invest, you can income more. All of those things are actually possible. So whatever I teach to you guys, it's actually viable for not just your autism kid, it's also viable for your non-autism kid, it's viable for your other forms of life. You can do it everywhere, okay? Your discipline, your mindset is the key. Your attitude determines your autism child's altitude. Okay? I'll see you in the next one. Bye.